YouTube. This is Mose Knows. I'm Mose. Welcome to episode 12 of the Team Mock Draft Series. We're going to Minnesota. We're going to be making selections for the Minnesota Vikings. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump right in. All right, we're going to pick Minnesota. We are going to select 7 rounds, and we want fast draft speed because we don't care about what nobody else is doing. We are on the clock at pick 12. Okay. Quarterback Malik Willis is here. We're not going quarterback. We have Kirk Cousins. We drafted Kellen Mond. We're not going quarterback. Actually, like our offensive line, I don't think there's many holes for us to tackle the offensive side of the ball. Offensive line may be a place to look at, but other than that, I think we're real solid. I think that's the conundrum about this Vikings team. On paper, this is a solid football team. A really, really solid football team. So why aren't they able to put it all together is beyond me. If we look at needs, safety, interior defensive line, corner, wide receiver, linebacker, I mean, the first 5 of 6 needs is all on the defensive side of the ball, and I think that's where we want to focus our attention. It looks like we're moving to a 3-4. We have Danielle Hunter. We just signed Zadarius Smith from our rival Packers, so our edge rushers are pretty solid. We signed Jordan Hicks as a free agent, got Eric Kendricks as our middle linebackers. I think we're pretty good there. Harrison Phillips, Dalvin Tomlinson, Jalen Twyman on our defensive line. We may look to add some pieces there, but those are solid starters. I think we want to focus on that secondary. Cameron Dantzler, pretty solid corner, but he might not want to be here. I know he was talking about, playing time and lack thereof last year, so there may be some issues there. Have Chris Boyd, Harrison Hand-Channing, so I think we need to upgrade the cornerback position. Unfortunately, the top 2 corners are off the board in Derek Stingley Jr. and Sauce Gardner, but that's okay because we got Andrew Booth Jr. from Clemson sitting right here on the board at 12, and I think that's where we go. Shore up that secondary, add a solid piece there. And then we will move to the second round. Where we're on the clock here at pick 46. Ooh, safety's a need. Let's take a look at interior defensive line. Travis Jones, Zachary Carter, maybe a little bit early for those guys. Corner, we just got one. I don't think we go back-to-back corner. Jalen Petrie, Kirby Joseph. I think Jalen is versatile. I think he can play both free and strong. Yeah, but they have him as a strong safety here. We already have a strong safety in Harrison Smith, but I think it's hard to keep Petrie off the board. Off the field. Let's see what else. Wide receiver. I wouldn't. I like our top 3. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and KJ Osborne. We got a little bit out of Amir Smith-Marset last year. Could we add to this group? Absolutely. I would like more guys like a Mechie or Calvin Austin, somebody with a little bit additional speed that can help us take the top off of the defense. Do we want a backup edge rusher? We could go Cam Thomas from San Diego State, a Josh Pascal or a Kingsley Enagbare, even a Drake Jackson. Linebacker isn't a need, but for Christian Harris to still be on the board at this point, you just talk about value. Christian Harris still being on the board here. Jalen Petrie still being on the board here. Safety's a need. feel like even if you draft him, you can't keep him off the field. So he may have to play free for a little bit. Harrison Smith is getting up there in age. Maybe you move on from Harrison Smith after a while to give you some cap relief, or maybe he retires. But even if he doesn't, Harrison Smith and Jalen Petrie on the field at the same time. And I think Petrie can learn under a guy like Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith will teach him the right way, teach him how to be a pro's pro. You got to go Jalen Petrie here for the value, especially for that safety need. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Moving right along. Up on the clock here, third round, pick 77. Bunch of linebackers on the board here. Asmawa Beavers, Chenal Tindall. Bunch of linebackers. Interior offensive line. We could look to find some depth. Ed Ingram is a really good option here. Zachary Carter from Florida. He's a 4-3 fit. 6'5", 285, taller, a little bit leaner, so he's not going to fit our 3-4. That's what we're planning on rolling out there. Fedarian Mathis is also a 4-3 guy. Yeah, see, as a 3-4 defensive end or a 3 technique and an attacking 4-3. So he would be a defensive end. I mean, you could go Fedarian Mathis and have him in a battle with Harrison Phillips or Jalen Twyman for that starting defensive end in that 3-4 alignment. I love his motor. I love his speed to power. I love his tenacity. I think he's better on the inside. This draft season, I've really taken a liking to Fedarian Mathis. They're coached right at Alabama, but you see it translate on the field for him. Any wide receivers that we want to take here? No. So right now it's between Fedarian Mathis and Ed Ingram. Again, I feel like our defense is solid. I feel like we want to get depth on that offensive line. So I'm going to go Ed Ingram here in the third round. Let's see what else we can do, where we can go. No compensatory picks here in the third round. So we're moving to the fourth. And where is Mr. Viking? No fourth round pick. All right. Well, it looks like we're on the clock here in the fifth round. Coming up 156, and here we are. We could go interior defensive line now with Agbenia. Six, 3.5, 326. Feel like he can be a fit behind Dalvin Tomlinson and push Armani Watts for that backup role. That's an option there. Oh, Justin Ross is on the board. Yikes. Give me Kirk Cousins, somebody like Justin Ross. You got Justin Jefferson and Justin Ross. I mean, he would have to come in and really he would have to really ball out to be a part of that wide receiver rotation, because he's going to be fourth. He may come in and battle with Smith Marset, but I think Cousins has chemistry with KJ Osborne as the third wide receiver. So Ross he's going to have to come in and be an absolute stud in order to crack that rotation. I think if we do get linebacker, we got Chad Surratt on this team, Tuff Borland, DJ One. We got some good guys here. This is when it really gets tough, man, because some of these teams, they have some really, really good pieces. So it's hard to find fits or draft guys, because a lot of these guys are going to be rotational at best, and especially some of these late round picks with the depth that this team has, they may even hit the practice squad, might not even make the roster. But interior defensive line is a need, so I'm gonna go Otito Ogbonnia from UCLA. Plug him in that defensive line rotation there. And then we're back on the clock at pick 184. And then we got back-to-back picks at 191 and 192. So where do we want to go? I think if we wanted to, we could pick up another safety. We could get a guy like a Verone McKinley III. Safety, primarily 2 deep looks. So I think he could be your free safety. But, I mean, you got Jalen Petrie, so he's an option, most certainly. Nick Grant from Virginia, Marquise Bell from Florida A&M, even a Leon O'Neal. Those are good options. Do we want to go wide receiver now? Reggie Roberson, SMU. Let's take a look at linebacker. Again, maybe not a huge need, but Micah McFadden, Josh Ross. Edge rusher. We could go Jeff Gunter. Have him come in. Learn from 3-4 outside linebacker. Have him come in, learn from Danielle Hunter. Is it Darius Smith? I like that, but I think we maybe can get him in one of these later picks. So let's keep that in the tuck for right now. Let's see. I mean, we could go another corner. Josh Thompson or Chase Lucas from Arizona State. We got Dalvin Cook and Alexander Mattinson. So maybe a running back isn't needed. Could go another offensive lineman. Kate Mays is here. Do we want to look at the tackles? Obina Eze is an option. Andrew Stuber is still here. He's an option. Do they need a punter? No, they got Jordan Berry. I'm not scared to draft a punter. Matt Arise is a really good punter. Okay. I like taking corner depth here. Josh Thompson from Texas. Solid option. Let's go there. Okay, Kate Mays is gone. I said Jeff Gunter. So we know we want to go there. We'll see wide receivers. Still Reggie Roberson. Spread. And they might want to spread it out. You can never have too many wide receivers. We'll go Roberson there. And then we'll go Gunter here. Because I feel like at some point they're going to want to get off that Danielle Hunter contract. They almost tried it this year. But they were able to rework some things and bring him back in the building. But at some point they may look to move off from that. So get him in the building now. Get him learning under Hunter and Zadarius Smith. And develop him into a solid pass rusher for you. And then we have one more pick here at 250. And that's going to wrap it up for us. Do we want to look at linebacker now? Both my guys are here. Zakoby McClain, Aaron Hansford, Nefi Sewell, Malcolm Rodriguez. We can get a depth piece there. Tight end, Connor Hayward, Grant Calcaterra. tackle. Yeah. At linebacker depth, my guys are Kobe McLean at 250. All right, let's take a look at what we were able to get accomplished for the Minnesota Vikings. 8 picks in all. So at 12, we take corner Andrew Booth Jr. from Clemson. At 46, we take safety Jalen Petrie from Baylor. At 77, we take guard Ed Ingram from LSU. At 156, we take Otito Ogbonnia from UCLA. At 184, we take corner Josh Thompson from Texas. At 191, we take wide receiver Reggie Roberson Jr. from SMU. At 192, we take edge rusher Jeffrey Gunter from Coastal Carolina. And at 250, we take linebacker Kobe McLean from Auburn. That is going to do it. That is going to wrap it up for episode 12 in the Minnesota Vikings mock draft for 2022. Vikings fans, let me know how I did. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. Let me know what you would have done differently. Sound off in the comment section below. I love interacting with you guys. You can also interact with me on my social media channels. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I will have those linked in the description below. If this is your first time here at Mose Knows, first and foremost, thank you for your time and attention. I greatly appreciate you. Do a couple things for me before you bounce on out of here. 1, hit that thumbs up. I love you. Hit that subscribe button. Become a Mose Knows fan. Become a part of the Mose Knows family. Like I said, I love you. Once you're a part of the family, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Spread love on this channel. After you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time new content drops right here at Mose Knows. This is episode 12, and we will see you in lucky episode number 13. Peace.